Welcome to Let's Talk Vicksburg. My name is Kynnade Washington, and with me I have Miss Jessica Holly. Give us a snapshot of who is Miss Jessica Holly.
Ooh, okay. Miss Jessica Holly is you know what? I'm going to say a survivor. Miss Jessica Holly is a survivor. I have gone through a lot of things in my life, and it has shaped me to be the woman that I am today. And who is that woman? That woman is one who absolutely loves what she does, and that's caring for the children in this community. Good, bad, or indifferent. You have to ask my children because they may say she's a hot mess, but it's love.
Okay, so you've worked with children and families as a teacher and a principal. What would you say is like the biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge is communication. That's the one thing that I see is the problem, because children feel that they can't talk to their parents because they feel their parents may either judge them or they don't understand what they're going through. And as parents tend to fuss a lot, and sometimes it's not what the child needs. So because you have both sides who feel a certain way, very rarely can they come together and actually have those difficult conversations that need to be held. So I think communication is the biggest issue that is present between the parents and children.
Okay, you have two different organizations. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between the organizations and the significance with their names?
Okay, so the first one is Empower University, and it's YOUNIVERSITY. And so that name means that I want to empower you, the student, whoever that student is. The idea behind it is that it's a mentoring program and it's an advocacy program. And I wanted to teach children how to become the best version of themselves. So in a way, it's kind of like it's a class or it's a school where you go somewhere with very little knowledge and you are trained and you're taught and you're shown how to become that person you want to be. So that was the idea behind Empower University, because you go in having very little knowledge base, and then through training, just like school, you show up in a class, right? And you know very little about the class, and the teacher gives you information, right? And then you take it in, and then at the end of that class, you have a wealth of knowledge. So that's the same thing with Empower University. And then Empower 22-6, the P Empower is capitalized, and then you have the 22-6. And that significance is Proverbs 22-6. And if you're familiar with your books and your Bible verses, that is Proverbs 22-6, which means train a child up in the way he should go, right? And when he is old, he'll never depart from it. And that's what we do, through mentorship and through loving and teaching children. My hope is that when they get older, they'll never forget the things that were taught to them. So the two of those combined is pretty much, what we do. We just train kids, we teach them, we love them, we give them the support and the tools they need so that when they get older, they can become the citizens that we need them to be. And then they can become something that they are very proud to be.
How do you get families to buy into your programs?
Okay, so I'm very old. I have been around the block a few times. So I've been in education for over 20 years. I worked for Vicksburg Warren Schools. And then I've just been in the community. I've been here my whole life. So I know a lot of people. So you won't meet too many people who don't know who I am, because now I have children that I taught, they're my age almost. And so if you know me, you know how much I love children, and you know how much I love what I do. So it's really not hard for people to buy in. The only thing that I do, I just give them a glimpse of who I am, and I'm always very transparent in my intentions and what I plan to do. And when you meet parents and children who want someone to believe in them and give them a little bit of hope, it's not hard for me to get them to jump on board with me.
What's a piece of advice you can give to a student who's thinking about giving up on school?
Every day that you wake up, every day that God gives you the opportunity to open up your eyes, that's another day to get it right. If you are alive, that's another day to get yourself together. That's another day to try again. That's another day you have to do something with yourself. So anybody who wants to give up, I would tell you don't. Every day that you have breath in your body and you have the ability in your fingers, in your feet, in your brain, in your mouth, in your heart, get out there and do something. The thing about it, everybody in life goes through some kind of difficulties. Even me, when I was younger, I went through a lot of things as a kid. And the main thing is, you can't just get discouraged and say, I quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you go through stuff, you still have to see it through. You got to go through it. And you just, the storm never lasts forever. Even when the rain stops, the clouds disappear, sometimes you see that rainbow. So trouble doesn't last forever. As long as there's a day for you to open up your eyes and live again, then that's another day to get it right.
Okay, are there any upcoming projects or developments with Empower 2022-6 and Empower University?
Well, here's the thing. Empower University is always moving. So I'm in this school at least 2 times a week. So I usually see students who are walking, because I never meet a stranger. I love children. So if I see somebody who is alone, or I see somebody, I'm going to go and talk to you and see what's going on. So I feel like I'm always recruiting children. I'm always asking students, how are you today? And if they're saying, well, I'm not having a great day, well, do you want to change that? Yeah. So if they give me an opportunity to get inside of their world, then I'm gonna help and push and be their cheerleader to help them achieve great things in life. So I'm always recruiting. I'm always looking for children to help. I just never sleep. In the summers, I don't know what a summer is. Like, I have no concept of time or holidays, because I'm always working. I don't ever stop. Anywhere I go and I see children in need, that's where I am.
My final question, tell a student or family how they can receive services through your organizations.
Okay. It's very simple. You can do a couple of things. One, you can call my number, 601-738-3500, and that is my direct line. So if there are any parents or children who, and I don't just deal with at-risk students. I've always loved those difficult students. So I'll take at-risk students. I will take students who just need that cheerleader behind them to help them get to the next level. Or just any student who is socially awkward. Just any student, any family who feels that they have children that just need someone to get behind them and give them that little extra push. But that number, 601-738-3500, is the direct line to me. I also partner with Youth Development Center, so any family or student interested can go to Youth Development Center on the Mission and pick up an application, and you'll get me. Easy peasy.
All right, that was Let's Talk Vicksburg with Jessica Holly, and we'll catch you next time.